Next, looking at the tibia, so that's all about fibula. Next, looking at the tibia, you have, first of all, here, because it articulates with the femur, its surface on top kind of shaped like so, like a W, to allow the condyles of the femur to sit in those grooves. Okay? Just like the coronoid process of the ulna did the same thing with the trochlea of the humerus. Okay, so there is that. We call these condyles, so lateral and medial condyles of tibia. These are the lateral and medial condyles of femur, lateral medial condyles of tibia. Okay, so the lateral medial condyles of femur will sit in these lateral medial condyles of tibia. Then you have a protrusion here, comes forward, that is the called tibial tuberosity, and its site of attachment of patellar ligament here. Then you have anterior border, and you can feel this on yourself too. It's like a very kind of looks like sharp border right on the front of your leg. I think they might call it the shin bone, but this is the area here, the anterior border of the tibia. And then you have your expansion at the base here, the medial malleolus. So you can feel the medial and lateral malleolus on your own ankle. Looking at the leg from the posterior view, we see here again. Now this is the medial, this is the lateral. Okay, you can tell medial, for example, here the adductor tubercular femoris points towards medial always. So medial and lateral condyles of tibia, the shaft of tibia, medial malleolus, lateral malleolus. Oh, and you can also tell that this side is medial because fibula is always on the lateral side. Okay, so opposite of fibula is the medial. And then there's the medial lateral malleolus, and here along the back of the shaft of the tibia is another tuberosity. It would be just called the soleal line, or soleal tuberosity, you might say that. Site of attachment of soleus muscle of the leg, which we'll talk about muscles another time. So now we will look at the skeletal anatomy of the foot. We'll start with the superior view, or the dorsal view of the foot. So this is looking at the foot from the top. Here, for example, if my pen is my leg, the tibia, I would put it like so. Okay, so looking at it like that, I'm looking at it from the top, but we remove the tibia, so we only see the foot. So here, first we'll start off with this big bone here. This is the one that articulates with the tibia. It is called talus, T-A-L-U-S, talus. Now talus has a head which articulates with this bone here, which we'll say later. The head, and then a neck, and then it comes up. The body. Head, neck, and body. So lateral view, this would look something like this, where you have the bone, the head, the neck, and then it would go up like that. Okay, and then tibia would be here. So this is the body, the neck, and the head articulates with this bone here. Okay, so this is the top view, that's the lateral view of talus. And then under the talus is this long bone here. It's actually continuous like so. Okay, it's not present on the medial side. So again, this is the toe, the big toe, so this is medial towards the midline. And this bone, this long one, is called calcaneus. It's mainly shifted to the side, laterally. It's not present in this area. Okay, so talus, body, neck, head, calcaneus. And then you have this long bone here that articulates with the head of the talus. It's called the navicular bone, navicular. Then you have three bones just anterior to the navicular bone. The first one under the big toe is called the medial cuneiform. There's three, all three called cuneiform. Medial cuneiform, intermediate cuneiform, lateral cuneiform, because this is towards the lateral. And finally this bone here, so medial, this one is under the toe, this one under the second, under the third. This is the cuboid. The cuboid is under the fourth and fifth. And these are no longer called metacarpals. Carpals and metacarpals are for the hand. These are now called metatarsals. All of these bones, the talus, calcaneus, navicular, cuneiforms, and cuboid, these are tarsal bones, not carpal but tarsal. And then these five, just like in the hand, we saw metacarpals. Here are metatarsals. Tarsals, metatarsals. And again, numbering system is the same. The big toe is 1, metatarsal 1. This one and pinky is metatarsal 5. Okay. Then you have the phalanges, the digits of the foot. Again, same as the hand, two bones in the big toe, and then 3 in all the rest. And same way of naming them: proximal and distal in the toe, proximal, middle, distal in all the rest.